All right, sorry, wrong one. Okay, hold on, let's reset this real quick. No, geez, not that one. That's not what I meant to use. I'll get this, I promise. Oh, come on, guys, it's still in the box.
Welcome to the Den of Tools.
Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the old Den of Tools. And today we're here to talk about workbenches. Yep, remember, the bears often told you basically need 3 different height surfaces in your shop. You need your standard height workbench. You need something a little bit lower so you can get on top of it, maybe apply some more power, or maybe you're working on something, assembling something or whatnot, and you need that lower height so you can see what you're doing up on top instead of getting on a step stool or something like that. And then you need something that's going to raise the piece up so you can do that detail level work, whether you're cutting dovetails or like me a lot, soldering and such like that. So you need to be able to get up there and get in, basically get your face in the workpiece. So how do you do that? Well, there's a couple different ways that we've done that. If you remember, I reviewed this workbench here. I think it was early last year we picked this thing up. I'm a big fan of it, especially for the price. It was a great deal, but it's got the little hand crank. It's slow as heck. Yes, we did pop that crank out, put in it was a 10 millimeter drive bit of all things, and use the old drill on it to run it up and down. But maybe you're looking for something with a bit more power built in, and Tacklife reached out to me and said, "Hey, you want to review this desk?" And I'm like, no. What am I? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I do say that people, most people do need, at least these days in the computer age, probably not a bad idea to have a desk in your shop. Something you can set up, especially if you're running like me, you're running 3D printers or whatnot, or you got a CNC machine, or you're just trying to watch the YouTubes while you work. Maybe you're working on a project and you got your laptop over there and you're watching a YouTube tutorial while you do it. Lots of people have, tech in their shops these days, and having a good desk is not a bad idea. And I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? This really adds some flexibility. As you saw from the the entry montage, yes, it will hold 176 pounds, and it's 51 by 27. It's a decent sized work surface. It goes all the way down to 26 and a half, all the way up to 45 and a half, and that's really tall. It really is. I'm over 6 foot, and that's tall even for me. The thing here is, there's a lot of different ways I could see this being used. Whether, like I had the little miter saw on there, I could definitely see it for that. Running a jigsaw, something like that. Of course, the 3D printers, doing some soldering on this kind of thing, raising it up, raising it down. Assembly is a big thing for me. Like, you're doing glue ups and stuff, being able to change the level easily so it changes the level. I don't have to, saving my back. That's a great deal right there. And for those of us in smaller shops, having all 3 of those work heights in one desk, that's a benefit, that space savings kind of thing. Now, yeah, anyway, Tacklife. I know we'll talk about the whole Tacklife situation here in just a bit, but you know what? Let me show you some of the assembly of this. I went at it with the Cubs. It took us like half an hour, if that, and probably most of it just yelling at the Cubs to get it in gear. But anyway, it was, I kid, just bite him instead. Anyway, it was super easy to put together. And also the montages at the beginning were sped up for time and stuff. I'm going to show you a real-time up and down sequence under load so you can see exactly how long it takes. So let's jump into that. Okay, here we go. And yes, this is sped up so you don't have to sit through the entire thing, as it were. I will say this, the box is heavier than you would expect. That piece of laminate wood there, that is pretty heavy, and there's a bunch of metal in here as well, to be expected with, a desk like this. There's a lot of gearing and motors and whatnot. But the setup, it was pretty darn easy and pretty quick here. Just unpacking everything is probably what took more time than the assembly itself. just make sure you got everything laid out. You keep track of it. You take the base here, the legs. You put the feet on, or I should say the feet. You should put the tops on those. Then you assemble that. You just bolt it down to the desk along with a bunch of bolts down the center there. Put the feet on it. Plug the electronics in. They go right in that little holder right there. Screws the controller down there, and it's ready to go. You're done.
I think it's taller than me.
A wee bullet. It is taller than me. This thing is speedy though.
Okay, and here are the real-time up and down speeds. Also, I just want to mention the thrumming noise you hear here. It's not from the desk. It's from a truck parked across the street. Sorry about that. Well, there you go. There you have it. This is the Tacklife adjustable desk, 52 by 28. It looks pretty nice. It's a lot sturdier. Honestly, I thought this thing was going to be a joke. You know, I got that full size miter saw on it. It was just fine. It wasn't an issue. It's $249, which if you realize how much these things cost when they came out, this is ridiculous. This is like living in the future. I can't believe how inexpensive it is. And if you want to buy one, if you're interested in this, all you do is click on Amazon, and then it takes you to a corgi who says that you can't has it. I don't know. I don't understand. It had something like 8 billion 5-star reviews. I don't see how you could take down a product like that that's that loved, and there's not that many users on all of Amazon. Really? Well, who knew? Well, the good news is it's still Amazon, which means there's lots of other options out there. Sorry, Tacklife, but you did this to yourself. Anyway, there's lots of other standing desks out there. I don't know if you're going to find one that's quite as good a deal for that size for $250. But one thing I noticed is that basically there's 3 types. There's the hand crank, if you like to take your time. There's single motor, like the Tacklife is a single motor, and you can often tell by seeing the little can here right below the desk. And then you have a dual motor systems, and the dual motors, they're going to give you better lifting power, smoother operation, and they're not going to bind as much under load. So you might want to look at one of those. Anyway, I'm going to post a link to this search here so you can go through and you can see if one of these works for you. One of the thoughts I had when I got this thing was, what if I built like a sacrificial surface to go on top of it, that when I wanted to use it as a workbench, I could put that on there, and when I use it as a desk, I could take it off. Had that thought, well, what if you just, well, not that one. What if you just bought one that didn't have a work surface on it at all? Well, the top guy here, dual motor system, $209.99, so $210 essentially. It's essentially that. It's you know, the same system basically. It is a dual motor system, so you're going to get a little bit better power out of it, a little bit better control, and you could basically put whatever work surface you want on it. And you get this nice LCD screen here. You got some presets in there. You got the up and down, so you can save it to desired heights and stuff like that. You can play with it however you want. Anyway, that's a nice option. I might even do that with this, is take that surface off and put my own on there. I really like that idea. The other thing is, there's some great ones out there that already have a work surface on it. Here's essentially the same thing. It's got 3 presets, the up and down, the digital display. This one's got the little hooks there for your headphones and whatnot. It comes in walnut, rubber wood, greige, and black. They're probably laminate surfaces. I doubt they're real hardwoods or anything. Otherwise, it'd be a $5,000 desk. But it looks good. And, you know, and at this cost, you know, it's $300, plus you get $30 off when you apply the coupon. When you see this, when you hear the bear talking about these coupons, you just click the little box, and that's how you get the coupon. There's no coupon code. Now, that's on the 55-inch. They also have a 63-inch, so even bigger. It jumps up to $320. It's got the $30 coupon as well. We got, whoops, change the color. We got a 48-inch. That has the coupon. It's $269, $270, so you're taking $30 off of that. And a 40-inch that also has the coupon. So you're at $250 on the 40-inch, taking this down to is a $220 there if my math is correct. Anyway, I just wanted to throw this out there as a couple options. I have it here in the shop. I've been using it. As I said, for assembly, this thing is a no-brainer. I really like using it for that sort of stuff. Anyway, let me know what you think. Is this something you could fit in your shop? You know, somebody commented about that cheap desk I posted the other day. He's like, oh, it might be fine for a kid, but that would never last, you know, in a real shop. I'm like, not everything in a shop needs to withstand a nuclear bomb, okay? As I said, as a soldering station, as an assembly station, heck, you could use it as an outfeed table for your table saw. Think about that. Then you put some rolling locking casters on it. You can slide it up next to your table saw and adjust the height perfectly as an outfeed table. There's a lot of great options you could do with something like this. It's the flexibility that I really like about this. And we talk a lot about smaller shops and portability and flexibility being a big, you know, selling point for a lot of the stuff that we look at. Anyway, let me know what you think below down in the comments. Is this a yay or a nay for you? Anyway, sorry, just chuckling about the whole Tacklife thing because you're not going to be able to buy it from them. Anyway, let me know what you think. While you're down there, don't forget to chomp the old like button, smash the subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.